I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test, to train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'll be doing a response to a video that my good friend Andrew Balliner did. Yeah, it's my Pokemon collection. He did one I think about a week ago now. I'm really passionate about Pokemon. Love the games, the card game, pretty much everything about it. Yeah, some people might think it's pretty childish, but it's a series I've been into since I can remember, really. It was my first video game I ever got, was Pokemon Yellow, so been collecting ever since, really. So I'm going to sort of split this up into little parts. The first part here is just some figures and badges and stuff like that. These little figures up top here were all out of like Pokemon card boxes that came with like a few packs of cards and like a figure. I believe this is Tapu Koko. These are from like the Sun Moon series, which not the biggest fan of that generation, but it was okay. I've got a Mega Rayquaza, really cool one. I believe this is the Y version of Mewtwo. I've got Zygarde here. They're a little bit dusty. We have Mega Gyarados. Really like the look of that one. Pretty cool little Venusaur. Really nice detail on these figures too. Got a Blastoise. Awesome. The old mascot Pikachu. I got a couple from Sun and Moon. Solgaleo. And the Moon's mascot Pokemon, Lunala. Pretty cool design. Next I've got just a little toy I got from like Kmart. Just of a Mewtwo. It's pretty articulated and stuff, a lot of joints and that. It's a decent size. I think I got it for like $5 maybe. And then I got a couple of Pokemon Amiibos. A Pikachu. I think these, I've only got like one more like Mario Amiibo. I never got into like the whole Amiibo craze as much as other people did. Mewtwo Amiibo. Really awesome stance. And of course I had to get the Charizard Amiibo. One of my favorites. Most people's favorite as well. Next I have a bunch of, these also came out of like Pokemon boxes, I guess. Like little enamel pins. They're really cool. Seen some people like collect a lot of like horror themed ones, which is awesome. It's got Mew there. Solgaleo. Nice Pikachu one. Lunala, sorry. Let me know too if you guys are interested in Pokemon at all, or, you know, what's your favorite generation? It's a Mega Venusaur. A little Focus, an Arceus. I think this is a Moletta. I think that's what it's called. I'm not 100% sure on that one. Mewtwo. Got Team Aqua badge, which is really cool. And also a Team Magma badge. What's left here? Looking at complete form Zygarde. A Genesect badge. A Mega Blastoise badge. Really like the Mega Forms too when they introduced that into the X and Y games. And last one here's a Mimikyu. And then behind me, I've just got 2 folders full of Pokemon cards. Might throw some pictures up because they're way too heavy and they're stacked. Like, they're pretty full. I've mainly collected for the X and Y series of Pokemon cards. Did get a few of the first sets of Sun and Moon, but then sort of got over it a bit. Don't really have any older cards. I got one Japanese pack from the Neo series. But yeah, I wish I kept all my old Pokemon cards because some of those base set ones are worth a mint now if you keep them in good condition. But yeah, I'll show you next. I believe it'll be my strategy guides and some like movies and stuff like that. Okay, so here we got a couple like strategy guides and movies. So let's show these ones first, I guess. Pokemon Encyclopedia. Just pretty much all the info on every Pokemon, I think up to the Sun and Moon era, as far as I know. Or it might have stopped at X and Y, I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, all the info you need in that one. I have the strategy guide for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Sorry, it's not really in frame, guys, but yeah, these are cool. I guess if your internet goes down, you can look up like everything from HMs to where secret items are. Yeah, they're really cool. A good read too if you're a fan of the series. Last strategy guide I got here is a cool one. It's the hardcover collector's edition of Pokemon Sun Moon. Does come with like an own concept art folder. And yeah, once again, just a bunch of hidden secrets and everything about pretty much that whole region that you can think of. Get these out of the way. Yeah, I know Andrew had, the platinum one, I believe, the strategy guide, and it looks fucking massive. It looks about 4 times the size of those. So yeah, I got a couple of Blu-rays. This is the, I think, newest Pokemon movie. It came out maybe a year or so ago. I Choose You. Really cool. Kind of like a little throwback to the older ones, slightly, with a new, like, couple of new ones in there. I'd say pick it up if you're a fan of, I guess, like the Generation 1 and 2, like the red, yellow, and like gold, silver sort of series. This one's really awesome. It's the limited edition steelbook of the first 3 Pokemon movies. They do have another steelbook version. It's black and gold, I think, but this is the only one where you can get it like sort of colored and stuff. Looks really awesome. And then I have the original 3 movies on VHS, which I remember going to the cinemas to watch these when I was a kid, so a lot of nostalgia for these. And that one there. I've got one more pretty cool, I guess, DVD set to show you guys, so we'll cut back to that. Okay, and here we have the Pokemon, I think it's called Legacy Collection. This is part 1. They did release a part 2 that was in the shape of like a Great Ball. This one was just Pokeball, obviously. They were limited, I'm not sure to how many, but they were hand painted. They weigh a ton, they're really heavy. And one thing that's really cool about them is in the back of it here, you've got seasons 1 to 9 on DVD of the TV series. This is Indigo League. And it just folds out. I think each one has 6 discs, which is pretty big. So yeah, you have seasons 1 to 9. I believe the next one has another 9 seasons. Didn't bother getting the other one because I'm only into like the earlier seasons of Pokemon, like the TV show. I like most of the games, but yeah, they got this one a while back. As far as I know, you can't get this retail anymore. I'm pretty sure I paid about between, I'm not too sure actually, maybe like 100 to 150 for this. I know it sells well over 200 to 300 now. But it's something I'm not going to get rid of. Yeah, next up, guys, we've got pretty much the last part, which will be my my games. So we'll cut to that as well. Okay, I couldn't fit them all on at once, so I'm going to have to do them bit by bit. I got some pretty cool GameCube games. Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. This is pretty rare now. I know it's about $150 game. Haven't played any of these GameCube ones, but I heard they're pretty fun. Also got Pokemon Colosseum. Again, haven't played it, but heard it's awesome. And Pokemon Battle Revolution for the Wii. Again, heard it's okay. I think you can import your Pokemon from Diamond and Pearl to this one, if you have the right adapter or whatever. Next ones I have here, which are pretty cool, are the fan editions, which is basically special editions of Pokemon Sun and Moon. They did come as well with these pretty cool like pins. It's just like, I guess, a moon pin, other ones of it sun pin. And in these boxes, I'll just quickly, it's got like the regular game, which is as you see there, and it has like an actual steelbook for a 3DS game, which is really cool. And inside it has like the map of the region, which is cool because I've never really seen like steelbooks for DS or 3DS games, so I had to get those. Not sure if they're around anymore to pick them up, but. And then we have, sorry guys, it's getting a bit of a mess. Next we have pretty much the same thing, but for Ultra Sun and Moon. I won't pull them out. It's just like, yeah, same thing, steelbook and a game. And these ones came with a pouch each. Not as cool as the other ones. Just kind of come, it's both the same for each. One side's Moon, one side's Sun. Not as cool as the pin, I don't think, out of the original sets, but yeah, it's Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon fan editions or collector's editions. Then we got my 3DS and DS Pokemon games. So we got Omega Ruby, which is, yeah, Ruby, oh, I may as well get down Sapphire as well. These were great. I think these were Generation 3. Great to get a remake of these. Some of my favorites. The first 3 generations are probably my favorite Pokemon ones. Then we have the awesome X and Y. These made me buy a 3DS to get back into Pokemon. I kind of got out of it after, I guess, Ruby and Sapphire. Sort of missed Diamond and Pearl and that sort of stuff. I obviously went back to them, but yeah, when I seen the trailer for Y and that, I was like, wow, this looks great. Like how 3D and just look more, I don't know, beside that like top-down view, I guess. And yeah, really enjoy these. They're some of my favorites in the series. Couple of ones that I missed but went back to, Pokemon White and Pokemon Diamond. Definitely probably like my least favorite ones in the like game series, I guess. But they were pretty fun nonetheless. Probably because I just missed them when I was younger. I don't enjoy them as much. And 2 of my favorites are Pokemon Soul Silver and Heart Gold. The original Gold and Silver was awesome, and again, awesome to get like updated versions on the DS. These are worth quite a bit now if you have the Pokeball, or whatever it's called, Pocket Ball, Poké Walker, that's what it is. Yeah, if you have these complete in box, they go for a bit. I remember picking this up years ago for about $70 or $80 sealed. They range, if you bought one now sealed, it'd be about $200 to $250. I got these protective hard plastic cases on them because I bought this new, so it's pretty much still in mint condition. This one I got off a friend that I work with. He sold this to me for a ridiculously cheap price. Does have like a little bit of crush damage at the top and that, but for the price he sold it to me for, yeah, it was a ridiculous price. I could not turn it down. And to have both of those is amazing. So next up, I have my like Game Boy games and stuff like that. So we'll get into those. Okay. Also, just remembered I had this too. This is the special Pikachu edition of the Nintendo 64. Awesome system. One of my favorite, I guess, like cart-based systems. Yeah, it's cool. It's got the red and yellow color scheme. It says it there. It's Pikachu Nintendo 64. The Pokeball is actually like the on and off switch. Press here to resets the foot. And an awesome thing about this too, when you turn it on, his cheeks light up. So when the system's on, that's a light. So that's really awesome. Also have the matching Pokemon blue and yellow controller to match with a really tight thumbstick, which is awesome. It's hard to find 64 controllers that these aren't dangling down like this. But yeah, that's one of my favorite systems in my room, without a doubt. Yeah, just love that. When I got a Nintendo 64, I had to make sure I got that Pikachu edition. Sorry guys, this is a mess. Got some Nintendo 64 games. Pokemon Snap. Haven't played it, but heard it's great. A lot of fun. And then we got the 2 Pokemon Stadium games, which are so much fun. I remember playing these when I was younger. Still playing them from time to time. They're great with like 2 to 4 players. The mini games, all the battling systems. And I also have the I forget what it's called, like a transfer pack where you can transfer your Pokemon from like the cartridges into the game to battle with. I got some, I guess, ones that I've put together, like made myself, these cases. Pokemon, both the Pokemon pinballs, the original one and the Ruby Sapphire version. Yeah, you can customize DS cases to fit Game Boy games in them. And you just print out the covers, so you can display them on your shelf really well, and you can have the spines and stuff. You can tell what they are instead of just having like a drawer of loose cards. And I also got a Pokemon Emerald that I've made as well. Now onto like the Game Boy games. Yeah, these are like, I guess, some of my like prized possessions in my whole collection. Especially a couple of them. We got Pokemon Gold boxed. Again, I've got these hard covers on all of them. I'm missing the manual for a couple of them. I think only I'm missing the manual for one, actually. But yeah, it's Gold. Got Ruby and Sapphire. I know I'm missing the manual for Ruby because it's a lot lighter. But yeah, I got these for a steal years and years ago. They came with one of those Game Boys that like flip out like an old flip phone. Those 2 and a Game Boy for $40 off a local buy swap sell site. So that was awesome to get. And another cool one to have, Leaf Green version. Yeah, remake of the one like the original games, but updated for the Game Boy Advance. Bit crushed and not in the best shape, but they're pretty hard to come by, especially with this wireless receiver thing. But yeah, it's an awesome version. And yeah, these are my prized possessions for sure. I have a Japanese green version that came out the same time that red and yellow came out, but I guess Western countries like America, Australia and all that did not get a green version. So it's the only way to get it is import the Japanese one. You can tell they're in a lot smaller boxes. Really cool though. Yeah, just to have that's awesome. And then I got one of my favorite parts out of my whole collection. Red, blue, yellow. Gen 1 Pokemon is the best, hands down. I'll argue that with people for days. This was the first game I ever had as a kid. I've got it tattooed on my leg. Not this, but a like little scene from that game. Yeah, and red and blue also. I honestly could not tell you how many times I have played through these. Yeah, probably it'll be in there like one of my top 3 favorite games of all time. I suggest even for like newer Pokemon players, go back and play these. They do have their flaws. Psychic Pokemon are stupidly overpowered, just a heads up. So you can make sure you have one of those in your party. But yeah, just these are awesome. If my house was burning down, I would grab these before anything else in this room. But yeah, guys, I know this has been probably a long video and it's been a bit unorganized, not unorganized, but a lot of cuts and stuff. But I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you have interest in Pokemon. Let me see your collections if you're interested, like if you collect Pokemon stuff. Yeah, as I said, I've been collecting this stuff for probably before I started even collecting horror movies. So a good probably 3 or 4, probably started collecting this stuff like 5 years ago. So that's why I've sort of built up such a collection, I guess. Anyway, guys, I've been rambling long enough. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next video.